welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop. This is
What is happening?
I was like, what is going on here?
Like, what is happening?
That was my magic trick. I'm David Copperfield, part 2. It's been a while. Sorry, I'm very excited to be here.
I'm like prepping things. I'm like, okay, I think I got Bairnt's camera set. And I look over there and like, what is it? No, I broke it. What did I do? Okay, welcome. We got a lot of people here. Welcome, everyone. Kikia, I'm so glad you're here because this topic is due to you. So remember, we had a chat on Discord about this, and you're like, oh, I want to know about upcoming stuff, so this is it. Hey, Ryan, welcome. Yeah, the intro loop. Sometimes I have trouble finding good videos, but that one, whatever. It's a chat. We work. Hey, Prince Polly, welcome. And we got Martin.
Prince Polly.
G Golly and Powell family. Nice.
G Golly, what's going on?
Well, we got lots of fun people here today. Ryan's here. Everybody's here. I don't know why I said that because Steve already said all the names.
Bairnt's been drinking this morning, so
and
I'm the one with the cup. And I'm the one with the cup. So, hey, G Golly, hey, Powell family forum, how's it going?
But welcome. This is our live chat. It's been a little bit. I know I've had some scheduling conflicts, but we try to do this as much as we can weekly on Saturday mornings for us at least. But we try to do a different topic and with a cooperative focus. And we just love having you guys some mead. Yeah, having some mead. Nice.
Yes. If it were September, October, that'd be the case. I'd be at the Renaissance Festival. Just don't drink too much meat or you buy a sword.
That's right. Come back with more stuff.
Oh, I remember the story.
I got to use the sword the other day, though. I'm pretty excited about that. So I used that in one of my streams.
Oh, yes, the one you jumped out from. That's right.
I jumped, yeah. Sadly, Colin kind of didn't remember how to work the buttons.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Cool. But yes, we're here to talk about upcoming games. And so this is kind of a tough list to put together. There's a lot of games that are coming up later this year, be it on Kickstarter, GameFound, or just retail release, or maybe things that we know that are going to show up at some point. So there's in a lot of cases we don't have a lot of information, but this is more for sharing what we do know with everyone, so you can maybe watch something that interests you or budget for something that interests you, because that's the biggest problem I have. I don't know about you guys, but there are so many games coming all the time, and a lot of them look really interesting, but I try to maintain a board gaming budget, and if I know that, hey, this game's coming out immediately, looks really good, but I know I want to get this other game that comes out later, sometimes it makes it easier to skip. So
I just do the beg forgiveness thing instead of ask permission. No, I don't. I lied. I've tried that once. It does not work. Ever. It does not work. I will already guarantee anybody thinking that it does not work.
It's like I did that, but you can't understand the amount of yelling.
Nice. One of my doctors told me to try that. I did not like that approach. I got a cannon out of it. I got nothing. I got yelled at. Actually, I got what I wanted, but then I was like, we had to talk about that. It was the wrong approach. It was the wrong approach. Let's put it that way.
Are expansions included or excluded from your budget?
Depends on if it's KDM.
Ooh, yeah.
I tend to get expansions pretty frequently, I'm not gonna lie. So, and you're welcome, Kikia. So, I'm like you. I need a budget to myself. So, okay. Should we start diving in?
Dive in.
Some of these there's a couple we've actually played. Some of these, most of these, we just know a little bit about, and there's a ton of them we know very little about. So,
right, I got about a 50% chance of knowing any of these. All right, let's go for it.
Hey, start with this one that I think we should be fairly familiar with. Street Fighter 5, I guess.
Yes, Champion Edition.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
This was supposed to come out from Blacklist.
Mm-hmm.
It was like on their right. It was announced right at the beginning of the fall, and so it was developed by Mitch Schroeder, I believe, and so he did a demo of it, and it looked amazing, and everybody was super curious. This isn't the one by it's not Jasco. It's
there's a miniature game too, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, this isn't the same one. This is a completely different one, but it's coming to Game Found in February, and Steve and I are actually going to play it.
Yep.
We're gonna play a preview of it to just have a little bit of fun. But it's basically all the Street Fighter V characters, and the board looks pretty cool. There's like they try to play it like a video game where you have like the arcade control, the kick button, and the punch button. And so when you do those combinations, they do different moves and they power up their EX meter and they do specials. But it's a co-op game where you are working with each other against Shadowloo. So you'll be fighting Bison and all the other villain characters, Vega and Balrog, as you go through these different missions. And you'll have rivals who are coming to fight you. So there's an AI rival. So for instance, if I play Ryu, the AI rival could be Ken or Cammy or something that'll be coming to try to fight me while I'm trying to complete my mission.
Or Dark Ryu.
The what?
Isn't there like a Dark Ryu and a Dark Ken?
Yeah. So
Evil Ryu or Evil Ken or something I think called. I don't know.
Yeah, so this game
I don't know my start. I'm not up on my Street Fighter knowledge. I apologize.
It's Evil Ryu and Violent Ken.
There you go.
So the game, when Blacklist fell out of favor and everybody was like, we're not touching anything Blacklist does with a 10-foot pole, Mitch actually was able to move the game to Colossal Games, who read through it and said, hey, we want to, we'll license it and we'll complete it. So it's coming from Colossal Games. It's no longer part of, Blacklist has their name in there because he was under there when he mentioned it, but it's mostly Colossal Games refining it and putting it up on game.
Yep.
Can I give you a warning?
What?
If it's they've probably done a lot better than I would know about, but I know when I backed that original Street Fighters game with those cool, awesome minis and things like that from was it
Angry Joe? Angry Joe, that's his name.
Joe who did it. Yeah.
He
they had immense issues getting their stuff approved through Capcom.
Yeah, they've already finished
they
that
got
stuff.
it approved. Okay.
Because they already finished it.
Send them art cards. They'd be like, no, I'm sorry, that art card is wrong, that one's wrong. And then they'd go back, redo the art card. Like, oh, I'm sorry, it's supposed to spin with blue, not green. It was like
when it was with Blacklist, Mitch did all that. The game
he already did all that. Okay.
The game was done. It was just that he was waiting to hit to put it out on Kickstarter, but then Blacklist tanked. So it just kind of sat in perpetuity until Colossal Games acquired the license. So it's just Colossal Games has already said that they've spoken to Capcom, and what they're going to be releasing is kind of they're re-reviewing it all and then resending everything to Capcom. And so far th're getting some good approvals.
I'll have to look into that one because I'll tell you right now, the one that I've got, super good. That Street Fighter game is super good.
I have the minis for it, and that's so like
good. I've never played a game of that was just like, oh, okay, this is boring because it's like I'm playing against like the guy who sat at the arcade for years and years, and I stepped in and just wanted to try it. I mean, it's never felt like that. But like actually, every time it's come down to the wire, it's like, oh gosh, if I can just get this one more hit in. So I don't know. I've really enjoyed the way that game is shaped up. I'm excited to see what this one does.
Yeah. So we'll have more to say about this in the future because, like I said, we're going to try this one out.
Yep.
I got these in random order, so we're just going to jump around today, guys.
No,
sure.
Go for it.
Random order.
Next one is Witchbound, which is
I know about this one.
Oh, okay. Good.
This one's on Game Found.
It's going to be.
It's popping up when it says games you might like, and then I don't click on it.
This one's a little.
But it looks really good.
Well, that's the thing. This one's a little weird to me.
But it does look good.
No. I mean, it's more. It's odd to me only because there's not much about it. They just like a couple pictures and a brief description. I've looked on the BGG forums and there's one person who says, "Oh, I got to try it out," and blah 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 blah. Here's all these mechanics and whatnot, but there's nothing really about it, right? And then when I go to the review section of it, when I scroll down and it says, "Okay, people reviewed," you're seeing these quotes. I then did my research as everyone should. I did my research.
Facebook stalked the researchers.
I went to look to find out who these people were, and one, on YouTube they don't exist, and two, it was just kind of, I don't know. Like I'm a little sus of this one. I'm a little sus only because there hasn't been much released.
Yeah.
And the review names that they're putting that says, "Hey, I reviewed these people," I can't seem to find them. So I don't know if they're made up. Now, I'm not going to discredit this, and I'm not going to say that this game is bunk. But what I'll say is just be careful when it opens up. check out everything. And yeah, Kiki even said, I've asked several times for more mechanics information. I haven't gotten anything. Be careful of this one. When it drops, do a ton of research on it because it could be that they're just this is their first Kickstarter, so they don't know how to Game Found, so they don't know how to communicate yet properly. Or it could be a sham. So
Right.
be careful. Just do your research on this one.
Yeah, as Martin mentioned, is this similar to Lands of Galzier? Maybe it's hard. It's really hard to tell. We have very little information on this one. Just a few images and the description sounds cool. It's only one player, just FYI. So
Which I'm fine with.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So I'm curious of it because it is solo only.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it has an interesting premise from the mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
However, until I know more, this one I'm going to keep at arm's length, and then when it releases, I'll do a deeper dive into it, and I can talk about it after that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one is an expansion. Set a Watch Forsaken Isles.
I don't know this one.
What? Have you never played Set a Watch?
I own Set a Watch. I own Set a Watch. I have never actually played my copy.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, okay.
Oh, it hurts inside. Oh god, you're killing me.
So much fun.
It's not bad. I played it at Gen Con with Steve and
Oh, okay. Okay, so you've played it. You've played it then.
Oh yeah, I played it. Oh yeah, I played a lot. No, I played it with those guys at Gen Con. It was fun, and then I've just started realizing what I didn't like about it, and so
gotcha. Okay.
But I've heard a lot of that's been cleaned up in coins, and then now they've got this one, huh?
Yep. So more content for it. New adventures, of course. I think that just adding more of the same. I'm not sure if there's anything drastically new about this one. So, but yeah, if you like Set a Watch, easy one to pursue. And Set a Watch, we should probably explain what that is if people aren't familiar with it. You are an adventuring party. There are 4 members to your party, and every round you have to choose one member of the party to be. Well, you have to set the watch really to stay up at night and protect the camp. Oh no! Wait, hold on. Someone rests, right?
Well, no, they're just minding the camp.
Somebody does the camp, and then they rest, and they go get like some water and have a pizza, and they come back down after everybody's done their things.
Right. So like most people just out fighting, and someone has pizza.
I just killing Canje.
But one person's at camp, while the other 3 are they're basically trying to keep the fire going and doing camp activities while the other 3 fight monsters.
Right.
And so you do that all the way until you get to the end of the deck, and if you make it, you win. If you don't, you lose. Yep.
It's fun. It's a good game. So
I just wish that the camp person would have been able to do stuff at the same time as the people fighting.
Right.
Like, oh, we're going down. Let's put some more wood on the fire. Like that'd be like something he could. Like I wish they would have had more of a like.
Like cross involvement during the monster phase.
That was something I was really hoping for. Like the other people are fighting and they're realizing, oh, we're gonna lose some more fire, and like the guy doing the fire could be like, okay, I'm gonna take that action to go get some more wood, and like go get the more wood because it's kind of, I don't know, they're fighting as he's like stuck in the cold wood. I don't know.
Okay. Speaking of lighting fires, this is another thing we have to. That's very important in this one. Stone Saga. This one's launching very soon. I think it's on the 1st. No, the 1st is one we could talk about. I think it's like the 7th or something. I have to double check. But early February. Matthew says, shouldn't Bairnt be busy painting Oathsworn or something? True.
Yes, I do need to paint more people now.
But Stone Saga, this is one that I can talk a lot about.
I heard about this one. There's a guy I know who did a video about this. Did a few.
Yeah. Yep.
They're really good.
It is a scenario-driven, kind of an open-world survival type game-ish, along the same veins
thanks for joining. That's amazing.
What's that?
You got a new subscriber.
Oh, Matthew just got this new sub.
I love how your button goes right over my face. What are you trying to say, Steve?
Button? Hold on, what?
Matthew just became a subscriber.
Sorry, I didn't see that. Thanks, Matthew.
Well, I saw it. It went right over my face. That was pretty awesome, actually. All right, sorry, Steve. Continue telling us about this game because this one's fun. I'm actually planning to back this one. Actually, Colin and I are backing. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, Colin's really excited for this one too, I think. But no, this one is in the same vein as Robinson Crusoe. You're trying to survive, so you start off thematically, you're in the valley. You're in the Stone Age, basically, and you are trying to figure out how to make fires and gather resources and create shelters, and eventually you can create outposts and structures. And there's also in the valley a giant behemoth that you have to engage with, and it is very, very much an exploration type game. Where the big thing about the game, I would say, is has this crafting mechanic, which is fantastic. Um, you can take different items and align them in different ways. The same materials align different ways to produce different tools. And so you're trying to discover these recipes to make the tools to do better, to get stronger in the game. Um, there's a lot in this game, a lot in this game. So I've got playthroughs of this one up already on this channel if you go and check it out. And then I will be sharing my thoughts later in February 1st. I'll have a video dropping that, sharing my thoughts about the game. So, but until then, I have to wait for that. So, all right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's one of those embargoes. Can't talk too much about it until then. So, oh yeah, Stone Saga. Be on the lookout for that one. I'll say that much.
Stone Saga.
All right, let's
Write
move
that
on
down on
to
my
something that I think everyone's aware of, to be honest. The Elder Scrolls. Betrayal of the Second Era.
This is the one by Chip Theory Games.
It's a Chip
that's going to
Theory,
be coming out. I am so nervous for this.
I am too.
I'm very nervous for this only because Chip Theory Games makes quality components. People who they have diehard fans and people who love their games. So there are lots of Too Many Bones fans out there who love Too Many Bones, swears by it, loves Cloudspire, Triplock. I recently acquired Hoplomachus Victorum. I have that game, which I wanted to check out because that really interests me. Elder Scrolls is a title I really love that world, and so, but I didn't like Too Many Bones, and so if Elder Scrolls is Too Many Bones with Elder Scrolls tacked onto it, this is probably going to be a pass for me. However, if it's different and they stay true to heart of what they've been moving towards, then I would be all in on this. So I'm basically 50-50 on this until more information drops.
Yeah, Snow mentions here it's an evolution of the Too Many Bones design, but some bones are there.
Great, because I mean it's still going to be super boring.
Tell us how you really feel.
Okay, I don't think there's only like 2 games in the history of games that I think I've gone like, oh my gosh, this is like trash. And sadly, Too Many Bones to me is one of those games. I gave it my best shot. I played all the way through the campaign when they cut out with it. I had everything. I even had the trope chest filled to the rim with brim. And
filled to the rim with brim.
There was just nothing. I felt so bad. I had to like sell it. And then it like, cost me like 2 arms and my leg to pay for shipping. It was just so, I felt so bad about it because I wanted to like it because it just is so, I've heard so many good things, but it was super boring. We never lost, ever. We never lose. No matter what you do, you don't lose.
And I think
you're not challenged ever.
I think that my problem with it, and this isn't a CTG trash because I love the company. The company's freaking amazing. And I want them to succeed. I'm like, Chip Theory Games is an amazing company. They care so much about the community. They're so involved with the community. I want to give them my money. I want them to succeed. I want them to become, they're already great. I want them to be excellent. So here's money. And then I got Too Many Bones. I played. I was like, okay, this is fun. This looks like this will be good. I did some research. Okay, everything you're saying is fun. Loving the chips, loving all the mechanics. And then I played it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do this. And someone's like, no, you're playing it wrong. Okay, so teach me how to play it. And you can cheat that game 10 ways to Sunday and never lose. And I was like, I don't like this game anymore.
I don't think I even cheated it. I played with my 3 friends and we just kind of... One of the things that my wife said that she did not like about the game is when you finally get some things that you're really excited to use, you don't get to use them because the things go down so fast. Or by the time you get that like super grenade, you're ready to throw it, and the thing's like got 1 health left. It's like, oh.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't want to bash it. I did back 20 strong because once again, their game mechanics sound really cool. It's just Cloudspire. I'm not a big MOBA fan, so I'm not going to play that. I tried Trip Lock, didn't enjoy it. I tried too many. I really like Bairnt said. I really tried too many bones, and I made myself play it after I determined I didn't like it, just to be no. Everybody loves this game. Let me see why. And I
Yeah, I'm sorry,
tried.
Raphael. That's the problem.
Raphael.
Mike
Mike
is a huge Superior Games fan, and that's because it falls into his type of genre. He likes those like kind of one-off, like really quick, kind of love to play, really like he likes to play fast. And those games are pretty fast to play and things like that. And it's right up his style. I mean, but anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't come here to bash Superior Games because they're really something I really like.
I love them. I love the company.
It's just not my thing. And there's 100,000 people out there, maybe there's 2 that don't like Kingdom Death Monster, and like that's just how it is.
two people.
100,002.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's always games out there that people are not going to like, and it's not that we should sit here and tell people why these games are bad. That's not what we should do. Because they could tell me that I'm sure everybody in the chat has a game that I played. They're like, really? You like that game? You know what I mean? So
yeah, people say that constantly about my number one game. They're like, why do you like that? It's not a good game. But to me it is. So
Yep.
I don't I personally I'm fine with it. Like I said, like Bairnt said, we're not here to diss it. It's just more I'm concerned about this one only because
that's really weird, Canje. Nobody said that they hate my number one game ever.
I never said that.
I said they don't like yours.
Oh, that they don't like mine. That they don't like mine. No.
What is your number one game? Is it Hexplored or something? Or is it
Gloom and Kill
Killfort?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the game, but it's my favorite game, and that's fine.
It's okay. One of my favorite games of all time, Colin will never touch the 10-foot pole.
Is that Myth?
No, that's that. No, it's Kingdom Death Monster. He will not touch that game.
Oh, okay.
Does not like the theme of that game at all.
Yeah, so we circle back around to say I'm keeping my eye on this. I want Chip Theory Games to succeed, so I may back it just to give them money because I love the company. But then I'll sell it if it's not.
I think it sounds like between the two of you, I might like Too Many Bones the most.
You probably might.
You probably do.
Because I do enjoy it. I see the flaws in it, and I honestly just not one I really want to own at all. So I didn't like cross the threshold of like, yes, I need to have this game. But if someone asked to play it, I would definitely play it for sure. So
there's never a moment in time I will not play a game. I will always play a game, and I'll always play a game that's in front of me that somebody wants to play.
Hey, Tiny, welcome.
It's just how I am.
Yeah.
I love it.
But so this one actually I was so interested in it, especially because I want to compare it to the Skyrim game that came out from Diffius, because I think they're gonna be very different games, to be honest, very different.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I did sign up to playtest this one, so we'll see back if that actually happens or not. But
I did too.
Yes, I'm excited to see you try it, Steve. I will obviously tune in and view it.
Yep.
So, okay, let's keep going. We got so many games to talk about today. Got a big list. Big list. Oh, this one probably don't need to talk about much. Rogue Angels.
Okay, see, this is going to be the opposite polar. This is like the one that I'm super pumped for.
We'll let Bairnt talk about this one. Go for it, Bairnt.
Well, I've talked about this like every day we play. It's either this or Myth or something that I talk about on this channel. This one I'm super pumped for. And like I guarantee you there's people out there that's gonna be like, really? Rogue Angels? I don't know, I'm not into that one. So I mean, here you go. Rogue Angels, kind of a legacy type campaign game that's set in outer space that is not going to be a table hog. It's going to be amazing. There's just nothing wrong with this game. There's nothing.
I'm very excited for this one, so I hope
they have like a bag pulling system for like opening doors. I mean, I think that is unique and awesome. They have every character plays uniquely. They've got a very similar. It's not exactly the battle flow system of Oathsworn, but it's something similar to that where cards need to kind of cool down in order to get them back. But you can speed up the cooldown by using actions to do that. I mean, so instead of just losing the card and be like, well, I've got to wait 3 turns to use it again. You have ways of getting it back, which is kind of cool. So there's a lot of things that he's done.
So Bairnt, there's a question in chat from Martin that I'll let you answer. So
I feel really bad because I'm sure it
says, what makes Rogue Angels different than other campaign games except space?
That's a great question. There's a lot of mechanics in this game that I don't have in my thing. Like First off, the story is going to be non-linear, which is sweetness. It's going to have. I really like the. It kind of. Okay, so it combines a lot of what I liked in other games together into this one, which is kind of cool. Like it's got the Gloomhaven stickers to the cards, where you can make your cards more powerful based on how you've approached the game, which I think is pretty sweet. It's got the fact that every character plays completely different. It's very similar to the Gloomhaven, where you have all these different characters, but each one plays differently and has a card that are different. But you also get cards based on how you've done in the story. It's not just you're stuck with those cards and you're never going to get cards that aren't those cards. You're going to get cards through the story, through the ship itself is going to give you cards, like as you like expand your ship and things of that nature. What else is unique? It's a got your I can't fail dice system, which is kind of neat. There isn't a miss on there. There may be a, oh, that wasn't exactly what I was hoping for symbol, but you still get to do something with it. And the AI is a lot better than some other games I've seen. It's not just you like do all your stuff and then the AI just like pours it on. It's like you do an action, then a couple of them do something. Then you do an action, then a couple of them do something. It's like it kind of goes back and forth. There's a back and forth in the game, which I think is really nice.
And I'll say,
the point is that timing track that you mentioned earlier,
yes.
Like how that works, and how to play your unique abilities, and like you said, all the characters play very differently is a really big selling point for that one. And yeah, the no fail dice definitely is a good one for sure. But Emil did have plans when he is ready to launch it to have demo copies, and we're gonna be demoing this one for sure. So, just if you watch any of our channels, just be on the lookout. We will cover this again when it comes up. But
yes. Yeah, they will be covering it on that channel. I'll be covering it on my channel, and I'll be making Colin do a live play of it with me. We're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
I've done my due batching of United, so now I can talk about other things.
So, but yeah, everything Bairnt said, this game it's the back for me. Every time I've played it with these two, it's been a blast.
I've
so
not had a bad play of this one. This has been great.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm
it also
excited.
moves
I hope it does well.
Too.
So
for a dungeon crawler, it moves pretty quick. I found. I didn't like some of those dungeon crawlers really to like you have your 2 actions or you got 3 actions, and there's a lot of times like, oh, I'm gonna do this, which leads into this, which leads into this. It's like, nope, you got like a move and then you get to do something with your cards.
Yeah.
I've had some chats with Emil too, talking about the Kickstarter landscape as well. How it's very difficult for indie publishers and creators to do well nowadays due to the marketing that's required. That seems to be required for games. So I hope him and a lot of these other indie developers do well. So I hope keep highlighting them as much as we can on this type of stuff. So cool. All right, let's keep going.
Canje, will Rogue Angels play well solo in your opinion without the 2 good folks you've just mentioned? So I believe I'll probably play multi-handed. I think you'll have to play multi-handed, so. But when I've played it, I've had a good time. So I'll see Jan when it comes out, and I'll talk to Emil about it. He's very engaged with the community, so he will be more than happy to answer how that works.
Bairnt, did you play this one solo?
I did. I had the prototype copy. It's on my channel. People are interested in seeing an actual prototype of the copy and somebody playing it one-handed.
There you go.
I did.
Did it work well in solo in that sense?
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, it moves along so fast, and it's like you do something, the AI does something, you do something, the AI does something. So it's like you can't get lost. It's really a good system.
Cool. Yeah.
And I had the prototype copy back when he was. I mean, it if you watch that video, remember it is a prototype copy. Like it was like paper, everything. It was.
Yep.
And I know he's trying to get a more complete copy now out there. Is what he's
doing. Yeah. All right.
And he's going to use miniatures for the heroes, kind of like they did for Gloomhaven.
Right.
Which gives him the ability to use a lot, which I like for Gloomhaven style games, which this is going to be, I think, very similar to Gloom style game because it's just going to have that immense. It's actually going to have a story that makes sense, which is cool. I still don't get me wrong, love Gloomhaven. I've played.
Well, when you said it has a story, you've already surpassed Gloomhaven.
And that was the thing that really intrigued me about it was the story. It gave you things you had to decide, but you didn't look at it and go, "Oh, so that's the good path, and that's the bad path." You know what I mean? Or if you choose one that you think was the good path, it's like, oh, "Oh, you should probably take this person into custody." No, it'll let her go. Oh, what do you know? She's sabotaging your ship. It's like, what? But she was so nice to us. Like, oh, whoops, maybe should have gone that. Like, so you never know what's going to happen in this game, which is pretty cool. Sorry. Okay, off my soapbox. I'll go.
Yeah. Next game.
All right, keep going. This one I absolutely love. This was on my most anticipated, Leviathan Wilds.
Oh, I played this one.
I like it. Like at the beginning of
you, I
it's like,
think.
I won't be able to talk about mini games. I'm like, oh, are you sure?
I just haven't so this time of the year is really hard for me to really dig into the board gaming stuff because my kids are both in swimming, so this is like the swimming season. So right now it's like, can we get both kids to where they need to be swimming and then find some time for downhill skiing? This is like the one like part of the year that like my family and I do a lot of stuff together. Other than the summer, I guess we're never okay. Never mind, I don't have an excuse.
Yeah, nice, Jan. Are we climbing into the next game? Yes, we are climbing. That's a good transition. So this one is, if you're familiar with the video game Shadow of the Colossus, it's basically Shadow of the Colossus board game. You are playing as, I'm not sure what the story is, but you're playing as
climbers,
creatures. I don't know, people. What does matter? There are these giant colossal creatures out there, and they have crystals on them that have made them go mad, crazy, and you're trying to rescue them from their, I don't know, their angriness or whatever it is that's making them attack by removing the crystals. So you're climbing all on them, jumping across from arm to chest, whatever it is, and taking out these crystals. And the card play is excellent in this game. It's so fun to choose. Like, the cards have actions and abilities, and you choose one for how many actions you get, and you play other cards from your hand for abilities. Very cooperative, very engaging. All the Leviathans I've seen so far have been wildly different, so it feels like different like mini bosses as you approach them. Big fan of this one. Can't wait for it to come out.
It kind of reminds me of Princess Mononoke, where they've got like the creatures go crazy.
Yeah. That sounds
I'm surprised I saw that.
Derek, you haven't played this one, have you?
Yeah, I played it with y'all. What are you talking about?
Okay, good. Must say,
he was the one that kept falling down. He couldn't climb high. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
That's right.
No, we every time I've played, I think we've won, and I played against two of the Leviathans. Yeah.
It's changed a lot since we've last played it too, so I'm looking forward to it. But yes, Leviathan Wilds. Be on the lookout for that one sometime later this year. Okay, let's keep going. Moving on to something I don't know a whole lot about.
What is that?
I give myself a 100% chance of not knowing anything about
it. Olympia from Explodey Games.
I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, so
good luck, Steve. We don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about this game. It's this one. Both Canje and I don't know it.
So it has a cooperative mode, so I gotta figure out how
cooperative
this is. It also has competitive mode, so but this has dragons in it, and
it's the back.
Dragons.
So now go ahead.
So yeah, you have to free this city from the dragons, and in simultaneous play. I don't know much more about it from that, honestly, but freeing a city full of dragons sounds amazing. So yeah,
I already got dragons. I need dragons.
That's a cool dragon. That's awesome.
Yeah, I honestly have never heard of this one, so I'm curious to see. Now you put it on my radar.
Ooh, Jan. The Leviathan Wilds would be fun to have STL files to print and home giant sculpts of Leviathans that could serve as the board. That would be cool, but it wouldn't really work, to be honest. Just because of how the mechanics of
no, it comes like this. It's supposed to look like this. Come on, give it to me.
It'd be cool.
You're a dragon.
Cool. But yeah, I don't know a whole lot about this Olympia one, but I'm excited to learn to find out more about it. So, like I said, this is where we start getting to games that we're going to move pretty fast because there's not a whole lot of info. But I'm sharing as much as I can with you guys, even if I don't know it, so we can watch it together.
Yep.
Okay. Next one on the list. Hero Realms Dungeons. So this is returning to the game of Hero Realms, adding more content to that. If you've played games like Star Realms is a deck building game that is sci-fi based, and then they made a Hero Realms game, which is a fantasy version of that deck building game. So now they're doing a brand new standalone adventure. So, so this is gonna be a totally different approach to it. It's in the same theme as it, but it's a. Oh, is this? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. This was.
I think it was. I think there is a campaign to it, even though it's still. It's supposed to be it's a competitive co-op game.
Okay, that's what I thought. That was
So
co-op. Yes, yeah.
yeah. So you can play competitive against each other if you want, or you can play against the game itself. They have a digital app that they released that there is a campaign on, and I think they're translating some of that campaign onto this board
Okay.
game for
That's
people
what
to
they're
play.
doing. Cool. So yeah, Hero Realms Dungeons, like deck building games. Probably check this one out.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. This one I put on the list even though it is live right now, so I can pull up the Kickstarter page. Phantom Epoch, a tactical combat role playing game. So in space, persistent.
What?
Yeah. So Bairnt, let me send a link to the Kickstarter page.
Sure, send me a link. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah,
he said it's on Kickstarter.
It hasn't funded. It's got 48 days to go.
It's got a giant miniature.
So, but yeah, I need to look into this one more. A book, which is great. So I'm always like seeing the books for these RPG type games. But
Bairnt back in games live.
Yep.
Right now.
So,
yeah, I haven't heard of this one either. I'm actually, when you mentioned it, I jumped to the Kickstarter page, so I'm looking at it.
Okay. Robin upstairs yelling no.
Oh my gosh! So okay, so you probably mentioned this, but yes, the board is a book.
Yes.
Okay, I'm interested. I'm immediately interested.
Yeah.
I'm out. I want a game that takes up 3 tables.
Yeah, this one looks cool. This has been on my I need to look into list. But it's been on my watch list for a little bit. So not quite an upcoming game or like a current game, but I wanted to mention it here because I don't think we've talked about it much. So
okay.
2 books.
Yep, I've saved it and we'll look it up later.
Okay, let's keep going. Moving on to another one which I can talk more about. I need to play it more though. Is Homeworld Fleet Command. So,
Which one?
Sorry.
Okay,
I have something
enough of that. Well, let's keep moving.
I have something terrible in my throat.
Yeah. Homeworld Fleet Command is the game. It's based on the video game, I guess. I've never played the video game.
Yes.
What is this?
It's so if you've ever played, if you've not heard of Homeworld.
Homeworld?
Yeah, it's an IP game. It's basically space combat, tactical. Homeworld came out like a long time ago. We're talking about maybe a decade,
like XCOM?
maybe 2. No, it's not like XCOM. It's like think of it's like the original XCOM. Sorry, not like XCOM 2. So it's basically you have a mothership, you have a little bit of itty bitty ships, and you mine resources, and there's an enemy that's trying to eradicate you. And
Were you playing this recently?
Yes.
What? Who? What?
Steve was playing it, right?
I have the demo. Yep.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. In the rules questions that we have sometimes together.
The rule book is difficult. Let's put it that way.
They might be 2 books.
Yeah, this one I finally got. I was missing a complete sheet of tokens, so it made it really hard to play. I finally got it.
What?
So.
Oh, that's awesome, Steve.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, so I.
Oh boy.
It's like, well, they were nice. And I'm glad they sent the replacement token, so it was good. But yeah, it was made really hard to play, and with the rule book and everything, it was just really, really rough to get through. So
yeah, if they're accepting feedback, I have feedback.
Yeah,
that's all.
They do accept.
I think I'll just wait for the game to come out.
They're accepting feedback. I have feedback. If the game is not fully developed and it's still in production, I have feedback.
This one. I'm
dot.
So.
Steve can't say bad things.
I
Well, I
can,
want
but
to play it. I want to
And
get
also,
through it first.
they
To be
played
fair.
the Kickstarter copy of this thing. So, of course, like they said, they're still probably in development. There's stuff going
Right.
on that I'm sure they're going to work
Yeah.
through. I'm sure they're going to
And-
take feedback from the community.
Yeah.
And if they'd made a few changes, key changes, it would drastically improve it. So it wouldn't take much to make.
Like, give you
all the
changes.
tips? Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. It wouldn't take much to fix some things
Right.
that I was concerned about.
Like, give you the tokens you need.
That helps, yes. But some other stuff too. Just like this, it wouldn't be much to fix it up, honestly.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
But anyway, I don't want to say too much because I do want to get through all the content before we go through it.
Yeah.
This one,
But
I'll say
yeah,
this
but
much
if
right now. I'm hesitant on this one.
if they are accepting feedback, I will be more than happy to provide some.
Okay, let's keep going. What's the next one we have? We have this one I'm actually very excited for. 4 Horsemen. So this is a cooperative game with like a deck.
You're excited for an equestrian game?
Equestrian game.
Oh,
Yes.
I just got that.
It
It's
is.
like it's stuck in my head for just like what?
You're
Oh.
thinking of the apocalypse, and I'm thinking of equestria.
Yeah. This
Sorry,
one
Steve,
is.
I apologize. I cut in.
It has It's more of a deck construction game, I think, than a deck building game. But you are creating a unique deck, and you will have to sacrifice stuff in your deck to acquire these powerful relics as you move through this. I believe it's more of a campaign type game. I'm trying to think if it's a campaign. I'm not sure. I need to find out more information about this one. But the mechanics of like forcing you to sacrifice cards to acquire other cards to be able to achieve the goals of trying to take out these demons as you're playing as the 4 Horsemen sounds pretty cool. Is this a Steve only expectations list, by the way? I mean, yeah. Everyone. Kanji's always louder. Let me quiet him down. I apologize. I can do that. So.
It's my big old mouth. I need to shut it.
There you go. Let's see if he's quieter now. So, oh yeah, I'm actually pretty quiet too. What the heck?
I wrote that you're the voice of reason.
Oh,
Steve is the voice of reason.
hey, you know what, Derek? My volume is automatically adjusting still. Dang it.
All right, we'll mess with it. So, Windows likes to tell us what to do sometimes, and so I found an article that let him fix it, but it sounds like it's
Windows has not met me before.
I wish I could lock my volume level because apparently it dropped really low, guys. I apologize. I wasn't watching that because I thought I had
I'll do some more research to figure out how to fix
it. Windows, thank you for trying to be smart. Okay, 4 Horsemen. Anyway, sacrifice cards removed from the game as you try to acquire new cards. Bad on that. This sounds cool.
Okay.
Steve is yelling. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's a. Oh wow, I'm a little too loud now. Let me drop it down. There you go. Okay. Okay.
Kanji's the voice of reason.
Okay, here's one that I am very excited for personally. Assassin's Creed Roma expansion. It's coming up.
Oh, they're making an expansion?
Yes.
Sweet.
So Assassin's Creed, I have a full playthrough of the campaign on the channel, and there was a Roma expansion to it, which you can play with additional characters in a short little campaign. They're adding an expansion to that expansion. So this is like an expansion to expansion, basically.
Wait.
So, yeah, I love this game. It is so fun. I don't know. I can say it's stealth.
Yeah,
awesome.
this game hasn't the Assassin's Creed game hasn't been a draw to me, but I understand why people like it. But it hasn't.
I got it.
Well, I know why it didn't draw you because it's stealth.
Yeah.
Stealth games, yuck. If there was a stealth game that did not depend on dice rolling, I would probably like it a lot more.
Oh, let's play SAS then.
When you just walked in and stabbed the guy.
Well, it's more if it was card play. So you had to think a meal system with stealth. I'd be okay with that.
So you want card play then? That would be
Yeah.
maybe
If
Earth Under
if it's
Siege.
die rolling and stealth, I'm guaranteed to fail it 99.999% of the time. So pass.
It sounds like he's playing U-Boat with us.
Yeah. Burn Cycle, yeah, Burn Cycle kind of doesn't have cards though, but SAS
Yeah,
is the
Burn
lowest
Cycle
level
is
stealth
boring.
game I played.
Current cycle is just straight up boring. I'm not gonna. Sorry. Once again, another chip theory game that I really wanted to love. And
Why did you bring that up, Canje? Because now I have to agree with you.
it was so boring.
I played to that tutorial and started one of the missions. I was like, I can't do this. All right, next game.
Yep, see, go ahead.
Burn Cycle's boring. You are boring. Nice.
Yeah. Wait, next game, Steve. Before we lose subscribers.
Assassin's Creed.
Hey.
Go.
Moving on.
I have that game. I have Assassin's Creed. I played it.
Another game coming up. You'd be like, what the heck? This already came out, right? Stars of Karios? It did. You are correct. However,
I have that game.
They're coming out with a second edition.
Woohoo!
And they're gonna have an upgrade pack. I heard. I'm not sure what all the details. They're gonna fix like some errata, some error stuff. But I heard they're gonna clean up things that people complained about. I think it was like the world exploration or something.
Really? I didn't mind that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure all the details, but I'm looking forward to the second edition when this comes out to find out more about it. Because I actually liked the game. It wasn't like amazing. There's a few misses there, but I think it had a lot of promise. So.
It made my list in the top 10 for 2022.
I haven't
made that list yet, but I know it's on there.
I've zipped my lips on this one. No,
yeah, I know. Here, can you do me a favor, Steve? Can you mute?
I'm
feeling
oh my gosh
over there.
I feel bad because I love the ship combat. To me, this has phenomenal ship combat. The ship combat battle system is probably the best one I've seen for space combat in my personal experience of playing board games.
Yeah,
I disagree with that, but yes, it's a very good one though.
Yeah, that's why I said it's. But it's just in my experience of playing it, this one has the best one. It's very Gloomhaven-ish. The story.
Okay, here's the deal. You cannot say that because you played Gloomhaven.
I played Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is no longer in my collection.
No, but you played online. And you have to go through the same story.
The story?
See? So just sit back, enjoy your spaceships, go pew, 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 and see the story.
But I have to go through stuff I don't care about to get to the things I love.
You know what you do? You hit the play button and you listen to it and you just set up the next battle. And you don't even have to. What I do with Madara, I hit play on my phone and I listen to the story.
With Madara, you hit play, you go take a shower, cook a 10-course meal, go take your son to swim practice, go shoot some hoops, work at your job full time, and then when you come back, it has about 3 hours left for you to listen to.
Can't you
before you play?
Do that. I actually do that. When I play Madara, I'll play like a mission of it, and then I'll listen to the next story as I'm going to work in my car. It does take a while to get through the story.
Yeah. So Stars of Karios, great. If you love it, great game. Ship battle, amazing. Games, you knocked it out of the park with the ship battle. Story. Anyway,
we'll have to play Velocity Vanguard when it arrives, Derek. Because that's the one that has amazing, like the best ship combat in a board game I found. So.
I want to try that out as long as the story doesn't be like, hey, it's amazing. I don't care anything about these people, what's happening, or what's going on.
There's no story in Velocity Vanguard, so you have to worry about that. So.
All right. So we'll see.
Okay. Moving on from one sci-fi game to another. Deep Rock Galactic. And this one is delivered and delivering now. I'm still waiting for my copy, unfortunately, but hopefully it'll come here soon.
Oh, Colin and I are going to play it on Monday. You can watch us.
Yeah, I will. In tears.
Bairnt, way to twist the knife, Bairnt. Way to twist the knife.
That's what there is. You can't get better than me when it comes to that knife. I got one right here. I just can randomly pick up stuff off my
Oh my gosh, and it's surgical too, so he knows what he's doing when he twists it.
My scalpel, please.
It's not like this game I play all the time on the video game all the
time. Ready for work. That's the deal. Nice and clean. Super sterile.
But this one, it's coming back to Kickstarter with more content because basically what they did is what they released currently is a very. It's not like it's MAP minimum viable. Sorry, MVP minimum viable product. It is a really quick chunk of what they want to do, but they want to add so much more because honestly, the video game is a lot more than what they put in the board game. They're missing a lot of missions, for example, types, and so they were talking about coming back to sometime this year to add a lot more to the game. So if you missed out on the first Kickstarter, don't worry, it's coming back. I'm sure you can get it then. So, okay, keep going. Let's see what else have here. Oh, ooh, this one is really interesting to me. So this is the wilderness.
Oh yeah, it's outside your house, Steve.
Yes.
I've been in it. It's overrated.
So this one is a cooperative adventure game, and the theme is basically nature has taken over the world, and you are trying to survive in a world that is this dystopian world where nature is now predominantly in control. And
Okay,
so you have
like
different it's a big old campaign game. It actually is supposed to be it's claimed itself as a hybrid between a boss battler and a dungeon crawler genre.
I thought I played that game. I thought it was called Oathsworn.
maybe.
It sounds very similar. The trees are approaching. You have these small little encampments. It's like, okay.
Yeah. So it I don't know. Not a lot of information on it, but I'm interested based upon the theme and kind of how it's presenting itself. So yeah,
Tell
what
me
does that
when
mean? I don't know, Kikia. Don't know. We'll see.
I mean, they have an interesting premise that
Yeah.
it's 1 to 6 players. Weird for something of that premise, but yeah, let's see what unfolds.
Yeah.
Thank you, Snow. You're amazing. My wife just woke up. She saw me swinging around my surgical knife, and Snow said that she could just. Well, Robin, wait till you hear about all the stuff that Bairnt did today. You might want to go.
Yeah, I'm curious. You piqued my curiosity on this one.
Yeah.
Peaked.
Let's talk about a roll and write, which is talking about the opposite of my curiosity, because I just
Who wants to know a fun fact?
What's that?
I've never played a roll and write.
What?
What? All right, I'm out of here.
Okay, Canje doesn't like games that have awesome ship battles and sword.
I said the game had the ship battles are fantastic.
Well,
okay.
Roll and write. That, so he plays a roll and write.
So first off, let's start with what is a roll and write?
A game where you roll and write.
There we go. So how is Canje playing these?
Oh, I love rolling.
Yeah, but you can't roll to save your life. You must never make it.
That's hey, I can't roll in any game to save my life. That doesn't stop me from playing it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing! Oh, you're the best. Oh, it's so amazing.
This is a Cthulhu-based one though. So cooperative game where you're.
Oh, wait! I might have a roll and write. Hold on a second. Is this a roll and write? It's like a book.
An upside down book.
Upside down book that you can't read because it's like when you. If somebody's watching this, hold your screen up to the mirror.
It's think D100. Think D100 dungeon. War Against the Darkness, stuff like that.
I've got a character sheet.
You're playing Call of Cthulhu. That's what that looks like.
And then I have like a book. Apparently that's where I am in the book, was where the bookmark was. And then you go through it and you gotta do skill checks with your force and your resistance and you fight things.
Yeah, that's a roll and write.
It's kind of a choose your own adventure.
That's a roll and write.
Oh, then I played these. I used to play those Lone Wolf books back in the day. Right?
Yeah.
Is that series? Is that series?
I haven't played any of those. However, I'd probably say games. Think of games like, and they're D100 Dungeon, 4 Against the Darkness. There's one called
Dragonhold.
Dragonhold is it's not really a roll and write.
Well, then that didn't count.
No. Snow says that's game book, not roll and write. So.
Oh, that could probably be.
And Kikia agrees.
Yeah, the one with the one where you're a pirate. I covered that one because in May I do a roll and write month. It's the one where
It's called Robinson Crusoe.
no, it's the one where you're a pirate ship and you print out these boards and you just like sail along and do adventures. I forgot what it's
Yeah,
called.
Jan has a call that roll and write. You need to roll dice for everybody, and everyone uses the dice in their way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not Forgotten Waters. Ugh,
I have
I'm
that
not
game.
good.
That's fun. It's right there.
So
I have Colin's copy. My wife and I really enjoy that game.
So we've tangented. Steve, tell us about this game.
So yes, you are working and building up experience, getting spells, trying to take on cultists to stop great old ones from awakening. So Rob's is a roll and die.
That was awesome.
True.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. And, we apologize for this stream right now. If you haven't noticed, we haven't had a chance to actually sit down and hang out with each other for a few weeks. So we're just completely like poking fun at each other like we normally do, but we're like doing it all in one big long stream here.
Yeah, the game I was talking about was Voyages.
Oh
Thanks,
no! So Rob's
thanks, Mark.
is not roll and write. We were joking. It's roll and die. Sorry, it's not roll and write, Matthew. So
True.
Sorry.
My wife still has yet to win that game. I know I've told the story many times. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Still on my shelf.
Keep going. I think this one, maybe Bairnt played. I'm not really sure. Perdition's
Myth?
Mouth.
Myth is coming to Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Is it really?
drink, everybody.
Right.
Have you played Perdition's Mouth?
No.
Oh, that's you.
Colin has.
Oh, Colin did. I knew someone did. So this is coming back with a new version of it.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know. I've not played it.
Should I text Colin?
Yeah.
He probably sold it, so he probably doesn't care. I'm guessing. I don't know.
I'm sure he did, but let's see if he knows anything.
So, but yes, this is coming back. Don't know much about it, but it's Dungeon Crawl, so with a rondel in it, which I remember that was the standing feature of this one. So, don't have a whole lot more to say about that. I think until we get more information.
What's it called?
Perdition's Mouth.
Perdition's Mouth.
Yep. Who has played Beyond the Rift? I have not.
I don't even know what that is.
I have not played that one. Moving on, we got a couple more games. We're going kind of long here. Let's see. Kingdoms of Arcandia, the Seven Realms. So, I don't know about this one, but it's an open world game, fantasy game. Run around against fighting against darkness. It's kind of your generic fantasy type theme, I would say, unfortunately, but potentially a big game. I don't know. I need to find more about this one. So you lost me at fantasy. Yeah. Perdition's Mouth universe by the same game designer, but with lots of cards and interesting mechanism. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I played that one. Moving on, we got a couple more. We'll probably go through the rest of these fairly quick because there's not a whole lot to talk about them. Crystal Age. So this is a strategy game, cooperative with dice in it, and we are trying to. And yeah, it's got PvP in it as well, but solo co-op. But you're a hero, and you're trying to take on these creatures, defeating the creatures to take their abilities, which kind of sounds like Mega Man-ish in a sense.
Mega Man. Yeah. I played that.
So I don't know. Don't know a whole lot about this one, but I know taking on enemies to take their abilities sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I always like taking on Woodman.
Woodman. Okay. But yeah, Crystal Age. This is another one popping up, and yeah, let's keep going. Townsfolk Tussle is a game that already launched or delivered. It's getting an expansion this year.
Oh.
So if you like boss battlers and you like this game, be on the lookout for that expansion.
If you like this game, do not watch our 2022 Games of the Year.
That's true. That's true.
This did not make the cut.
Yeah.
No.
I never had a chance to play it though, which is sad.
Yep. I'm going through these last ones pretty quick, I think. Another one is kind of an interesting one. Spirits of Christmas. It is a Christmas game. Yes, you heard that right. It's a light cooperative strategy game, and you're taking on the roles of the three spirits that go and meet up with Scrooge and try to teach him lessons.
Scrooge McDuck.
So sounds like it'll be an interesting family game.
Yeah. It might be nice to have around the holidays, I'm guessing, to play with family. That's my expectation for this one.
Yeah, nothing like the sitting around the fire torturing a poor guy.
Well, he's kind of a jerk if you remember the story. The guy sucked.
Well, he had some flaws. He had a few flaws.
A few flaws. He was letting like a limp kid die. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's keep going. Perpetuity. More sci-fi games. I love this trend of sci-fi games.
Rule 1: if I can't pronounce the game, it's going to have a hard time. Perpetuity.
Perpetuity. Yes. Yep. So this is if I remember correctly, this is oh, that's right. You're in a system that's being absorbed into by a black hole, basically a singularity, and you have to gather resources and escape your sector. So sounds kind of cool.
It's like Solar Storm, but with a black hole.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has a rotating board.
That's awesome, Ken. The faster you spin it, the farther your ships go from it.
Because it flies off the table.
It's like a reverse black hole.
And yeah, to answer your question, Street Fighter 5 was the first one we discussed, so you can jump all the way to the beginning of the video to get to that one.
Yeah, you put this on our radar, so I'll check it out. That it hasn't released yet, and there's a score on it. Gives me pause, but okay.
Yep, perfect. Okay, more sci-fi type games apparently. The Last Mechs. So this is a cooperative mech game, which I'm interested to see what they do with this one. I've not seen many mech games at all. I know Mike and Peter have an awesome one. But hopefully they get that one published soon. But yeah, this one is...
Robotech was a Kickstarter, but it sounds like there was some wonkiness
going
on.
Battletech, was that a game too?
Yeah, Battletech was a game.
That was a skirmish game, wasn't it?
Yep.
But yeah, you're building your pilot and your mecha armor, and this one is dice rolling.
It's another mech game that's in development.
Oh.
I just failed as a one-stop co-op shop creator.
We're talking about spare parts, right?
Spare parts. That's
You're welcome.
it.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Darn it! I set myself up, and then I set myself up.
No, I know what you're getting at. But yeah, this one is spare parts is fun for sure. My computer's game.
I played that game. It was good.
But this one is another mech game, cooperative for exploration. This one has a comic book in it, which is kind of cool.
Poor Steve, he's trying to keep us in line.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve. It was just too funny. He's like... All right, go ahead.
Show Peter and Steve that clip.
Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Okay, I got last one to do. Hexplorit. What's this one called? No, that's not.
I don't know. Never heard
Mountains of Gadai.
Where is it? Here it is. No, that's not it. Where is it?
Keep going down. Keep going down. Right there.
Here it is. Mountains of Gadai. There you go. So
this is their next. This is volume number 5 in their 6 series. In the 6 series volume that is Hexplorit, and it's going to be. It seems like it's going to be more tower defense and resource gathering, which is completely different than the rest of the series, which is more sandbox. This is going to have the sandbox feel of the other Hexplorits, but it's going to have tower defense, and of course, it's co-op to play through. I'm a huge fan. I own everything Hexplorit. I still need to play. I even have the campaign book for Valley of the Dead King that I need to get through, Calyx Madness. And I'm very curious to see how this is going to shake out as stuff comes out.
I don't have any Hexplorits, even though I played them, and I like them. I'm holding my wallet for this one, because this one sounds awesome.
You would like Forest of Adramon. It's so
I need to play that one. I need to play that one. Jan has an interesting question here. Are we going to get a new Sentinels of the Multiverse New Edition Kickstarter? I have no idea. I thought they already did the new editions of Sentinels, and I assume they're just going to do more content for that new edition. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, though. I wasn't at work today, so stop loudly on the dining room floor to signal Bairnt below that he's out of control again in live stream.
Yes, I did not have my keeper of the up there telling me what I could and couldn't do. There's also a question about Dungeon Alliance expansion. There is a Dungeon Alliance expansion, and I've got a sneak peek to tell each person here if they're interested. Will and myself over at Hungry Gamer, William, he and I are actually going to get the sneak peeks at the new characters that are coming out for Dungeon Alliance expansion, and we are going to be doing a back and forth Dungeon Alliance game like we did, I think, about 2 years ago, where he plays one, I play one, he plays one, and then I play the final one and go against the big boss.
Nice.
We bounced that back and forth like a campaign, and he said that we're getting the he's been in contact with the creator, and he's planning to get the new characters so that we can use them in that playthrough.
Sweet.
Ooh, that's very cool.
It's gonna be really fun.
I got nothing else, guys. That is all the stuff.
There's one more. I need to.
Is it Myth? Because that's coming.
Oh wait, wait, I do have that one. Hold on, the one you mentioned. It was actually competitive though, I think. So.
No, not that. It was
this one?
No, Andromeda's Edge. I'm curious about. It wasn't that one. It's called Dante's.
Dante's Inferno. It's a book.
Dante the Invasion. Dante the Invasion of Hell is based off of Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, and so it's an upcoming game found that's supposed to be coming out. There's not a lot of detail on it. The minis look sick, but there's not a lot of detail that's coming out. But it's got me curious because if you're going through, if anybody knows anything about Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, where he's walking through the different levels of hell until he gets to the lowest level, this one seems to be following in that same vein. And so I'm very curious as to how this game is going to play out. It's going to be on GameFound. There's not a date yet set for its release, I don't believe, and it's being made by Creative Game Studios. So like I said, the minis look incredible, but there's not a lot out on it. It says from the same minds that brought you Chronicles of Drunagor. So look for something along those lines of that game if you've ever heard or played that game, to see if it'll be something that you want to mess with it. So anyway, I thought that would be fun. It looked interesting.
So Kiki mentions Howl. I don't know if that's happening this year or not. I don't really know. I was hoping to find. Maybe I'm out of the loop on that one, but yes, it's worth mentioning.
And if you're able to get to the 120 hours of Aeon Trespass Odyssey, yes, there is new stuff coming as well.
New content for
yeah.
There's new content, but is it new content or is
it's new content. It's called the Sins of Heracles, I believe, is the new one that's coming.
I see. So we said they're gonna do like a God of War thing where they're gonna go into the Norse mythology now.
No. Hercules is Greek.
Well, yeah, I know, but are they going to run out of Greek stuff and eventually move to the Norse gods?
I don't think so. They haven't even touched
all the Greek gods, so there wasn't much to do there.
Well, in this one, they haven't touched all of the Greek stuff.
True.
So I think that they still got a long way to go in terms of doing Greek content.
Now, I have to know: are they going to have a voiced app, and is Kevin Sorbo going to voice Hercules? Because that would be. I would die if he did that. It's kind of like my GPS. I would really like to have Mr. T be my GPS. I would pay money for Mr. T to be my GPS. That'd be amazing.
Jan, they haven't. I haven't heard anything coming out at FFG about a dungeon crawl. They're pretty much in the camp of Arkham Horror and Marvel Champions at this point. So that's kind of their running bit. I mean, they have Unfathomable, which I haven't played because it's not soloable. It's meant to be Battlestar Galactica in Lovecraftian world.
Yeah, doesn't they have like a trader mechanic in it, kind of?
Yeah. So it's I won't be covering that, but nothing really big from the FFG world on any new type games coming out.
They keep pretty tight-lipped on that stuff, to be honest. So
yeah.
So we won't know until late. But getting back to Howl there. I hope it comes out this year. I don't know. I know this is the Lewis. I'm gonna mess up his last name. I apologize. Bruh Games. He did Keep the Heroes Out, which is fantastic. I love that game. And Howl is I think it's a Alaskan, um, what do you call that race?
It's called Snow Dogs, or
Are
like
you talking about like the Inuit tribe people?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think you're working on with the a wolf pack in that type of environment. Hence the howl thing, or maybe not wolf pack, dog pack, I should say. So I
yeah,
don't know
don't
a
they
whole
have
lot
like
about it,
other races up there?
but
Is that what
it's a tile exploration type game, fully cooperative, and honestly, Lewis has been nailing these games with his artwork and his presentations, graphic design, and everything. So I'm very interested in this one when I find more information about it. Actually, speaking of
I've
which,
never
Keep the
heard
Hears
of
Out,
it.
I think is getting an expansion this year. That's one I did leave off. I heard there's supposed to be that more coming out for that one soon, but I don't know if either of those are going to hit this year or not. So, let's see. Oh, speaking of other
Oh,
stuff coming out. Oh, Unfathomable. Unfathomable is
it's already out. SSFG.
yeah, but that's like traitorish. So
what did my
Yeah.
wife say? It
It did
tore
rod
out.
race. Yeah, I think kind of like that. It's like the did rod. Yeah, yeah.
What is that? Why does my wife know stuff that I don't?
Iditarod is
That's
the
not supposed to
wolf
happen.
race that's in Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks pretty cool.
The Howl one?
Yeah, I've never heard
Yeah.
of it, so I just went on BGG and looked it up.
I can pull it up real quick. So
It looks really, really cool.
yeah, he's been
Madara
working
And
for a
actually
long time. So
that would be why.
I'm interested
That's
in
my wife
it.
knows more than I
Oh
do.
no, it's not Ididard. Sorry, it is just
oh,
wolves.
you're playing as wolves, and your goal as a team to complete a number of tasks along with your pack before the summer days end.
Yeah.
The cards look pretty cool. The art's very much keep the heroes out.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Uh,
So
yeah, I'm interested.
so yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what he does with that one. So, but let's see what else. Was there something else we didn't catch that people mentioning?
There's like a werewolf game that's supposed to be kind of like the Vampire the Masquerade game that's coming out soon. There's Madara 1 and 2 and 3 are coming soon. These have already gone through Kickstarter and GameFound.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I'm trying to think of upcoming games that people might.
Yeah, it's not. That's not what we're doing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I got nothing.
I think that's basically it. Oh, I will mention, since I'm probably the one that cares about it, but I'll mention it anyway. Midnight Suns. There was.
Oh yeah, it's a video game.
Not the video game.
Oh,
The team, Marvel team, is coming to Legendary. At least there's leaks about that one.
Oh.
The other one, there's also a Infinity Stones MCU one coming to Legendary as well. So I can talk about those two.
that's pretty cool.
That's
Myth
basically
is also coming soon.
what's coming soon.
Myth.
Yes, Smith.
They're doing a read. I did that playthrough of it, and I really hope they like saw my playthrough and saw the stuff I didn't like. I bet they didn't, because I don't know. They need to work on that game.
Yes, no, I'm kind of with you. I have quite a few upcoming things. I just list them, and I don't know where they're coming, when they're coming. It's hard to keep up with a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I know Kikyo where we were on Discord, and that's what triggered this whole thing. It's like,
yeah,
I only know like 2 games coming out. I'm like, oh, I've got a list. Hold on, let's check this list. So, do I know
and
much
that's
about
really
these games? No.
that's one of the reasons we do this co-op chat, is because we really like to hear your like what interests you, and then we try to dig up some stuff and we talk about it and bring people together so that we can all work together to find the answers we need. So please give us ideas for co-op chat. We love it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Cool. Okay, I think that's going to end it for today. What do you guys have coming up for your channels? How about you, Bairnt?
After I hang up with you, I'll be dropping my next Aeon Trespass Odyssey playthrough. Will be hitting the channel. So yep, and then I'm in the middle of recording the next one as well. So I'm kind of feel bad, because if I do make any mistakes, they're not going to be corrected in the next video, because I finished part like the video, and then I went okay. So the video was going to be. I was supposed to make this short, wasn't I, Steve? So long story, real long. The part I recorded became longer than I thought, so I couldn't get both parts recorded. So I just recorded one. Then I still had more time to record, so I just kept on recording the next part. But And then on Monday we're doing Deep Rock South or something. What's that game?
Deep Rock
Deep Rock.
Galactic.
Thank you.
What
Colin
mission
and
you
I
guys doing?
we're playing that together on Monday.
Yeah, but what mission you doing?
That's going to be up to Colin.
Oh, okay, just curious.
He's probably going to pick the hardest one because that's Colin. And he's like, oh, I don't know how we died. And I'll be like, because you picked the hardest mission, man. That's why we died. And then after that, and so then my second Aeon Trespass will also be dropping next week as well.
Cool.
It's going to be dropping in. Then I'll be doing a painting episode. Maybe I've missed 2 weeks in a row on painting episodes, but it's busy time. Busy time.
What you got coming up, Derek?
Today at 2, I'm playing Shadows to Kill Forth.
Nice.
Tomorrow I'm playing 11. The sports ball, the
Sports
football,
ball.
sports ball game. No, I'll call it what it should be called, the football game.
Yes.
But it's a soccer game, but it's in the U.S. soccer.
I'll be watching football at that time.
But I'll be playing that on Sunday. Tuesday, I'm going to be playing Marvel United and Frostpunk, I think, is the next one in the rotation. And then it's all on the channel. It's all on channel. And then Thursday, a game with Pac-Man. Friday, I think I'm going to break back out Eldritch Horror to continue my story, my episodic story that's going on. And then Saturday, back to chat. What about you?
I'm going to be unboxing Frosthaven as well this week.
Did you get Frosthaven? Oh,
come today.
I haven't even gotten any tracking.
I'm about to get an update that says, sorry, your package has been delayed.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any tracking.
It's in Indianapolis and it's supposed to be delivered today. So I don't know how, unless they have contacted the Enterprise, I don't think that's coming today.
Jan, I wish that was true, but no. we still have more. We still have a lot more to do. We're not done.
There's gonna be a few more months.
Yeah, I'm still having fun with it, and I believe Stephen Kimmer's still having fun with it. Plus, Dom says when season 3 drops, he's going to be expanding the map, so we'll probably be back to it. But no, we're still going to be having fun with it. Anyway, Steve, what do you got coming?
Speaking of Marvel United, because I mentioned this, and this is a surprise to Derek, is I am wanting to do a bonus video of Marvel United, demonstrating the house rule, because I think it's going to work, of how you can do deck construction, the solo mode deck construction in cooperative play. So this is what is added to Marvel United Multiverse, a new way of playing solo, which I'm tempted to do a video of that one too, just as a completion, just like here's how it works. But I want to also focus on a video of that in cooperative play because I'm nearly positive it'll work. I'm really excited to try it. So that's what we're doing later today, is trying out off camera to see if that actually works. If it does, I'll do a video for that.
That's cool. That's cool. Are you gonna? That's cool. I'm interested. You piqued my interest.
Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm pretty sure it'll work. So I'm gonna try it out just to make sure. But that's coming a couple days this coming week soon.
Okay.
Monday, I think we're going to do Skyrim campaign. So my plan is, and I'm talking with Kim, see what she wants to do, but I think she wants to do this, is do a free roam with the challenges, different challenges as we go through it. So we'll introduce a challenge and introduce another challenge completed, as we build up to legendary status. Once we get to legendary status, we're going to take on the big dragon, the one that takes over an entire region. See if we can take him out. So that's going to be our goal. So it's not like an official campaign, but it's our own campaign we're going to play it.
I have faith in you, Steve.
So we're going to start that Monday, I think, and then, of course, Wednesday, continuing on with the United campaign. And I think that's basically it. Whenever Deep Rock arrives, that's going to hit the channel for sure. Like, I want to play that one again. So fun. So fun.
So, did Colin tell you he's got that game?
Yeah, I know.
He not only got it, he sent it to get painted. It's gotten painted and sent back to him in the amount of time you haven't gotten the game yet.
See, he knows exactly how to twist the knife, man. He knows how to do it.
I so wish that everybody could just get the games at the same time.
Yeah, this one was a huge Kickstarter. There's a ton of backers in it. And my backer, I think they're going off by backer number, and my backer number is actually fairly low. Or big, I guess, whatever. Later in the rotation, so it'll come. It's just taking a while.
Yeah, and it's for people who are like, why is it taking so long for things to deliver? If you didn't know, like a lot of the distributor companies are having a lot of issues because one of them is actually going out of business that people knows. So Fun Again Games is
Yeah,
shutting
Fun
down,
Again. They're done.
and so that's so crazy that things have gotten so out of hand that big distributors like Fun Again are kind of shutting down.
Yeah. Too bad.
Okay, that was a long chat, but I think we reached the
Well,
end
it's
of
been a long time, Steve. I missed you guys.
it.
I missed the chat.
Cool. Okay. Well, it's been fun.
Here,
We'll continue
I
on.
got something for you guys at the end here. Well, you guys been talking about games. I made this for you.
Uh-oh.
It is a super secret ending. Okay, ready? I've got confetti, but it didn't work as well as I thought.
You just threw something at the screen. We didn't know what it was.
Again, I got confetti. Here you go. See, it's kind of supposed to
There
fall
you
in front of
go.
the working at all. Confetti is supposed to fall in front of the camera, and it's not working.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
we need to do
Well,
something
this. This
like,
was better. There you go.
let's see. We should pour it out of here. Here we go. There we go.
What did you say? Oh, I thought you said something different.
Okay, we're just getting goofy now.
I just got what you were thinking, Bairnt.
That's what he said.
Bairnt.
Oh, I got confetti. Okay, Steve, let's end it. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.
We'll see you next time.